Hello and welcome. So if you've been anywhere near the tech world lately, you have definitely heard people talking about Python. It's one of the biggest names in programming right now, and for some really good reasons. So let's get into it. What is all the buzz about?
I mean, this quote from Coursera just says it all, doesn't it? Python isn't some obscure language for a few hobbyists. Nope, it's the actual engine running behind the technology we use every single day. We're talking Netflix, we're talking self-driving cars. Its impact in the real world is just massive.
And its popularity? Just as huge. Get this. According to a 2024 survey from Statista, 51%, that's more than half, of all software developers worldwide use Python. That right there tells you how dominant and in demand this language really is.
So in this explainer, we're going to cover the whole journey. We'll kick things off with why you should even think about learning Python, then we'll dive into what makes it feel so different, get some real advice on how to learn it, talk about how to write it like a pro, and finally connect all of that to an actual career. Okay, so let's dive right into section 1. Why Python? What is it about this language that has grabbed the attention of so many people, from absolute beginners to total pros?
What's really cool is how these points all work together. See, because Python is so easy for beginners to pick up, it attracts this giant community. And that massive community then turns around and builds tons of free open source tools that make the language powerful enough for anything from data science to web development. It's this brilliant self-reinforcing cycle.
So what is it that makes Python feel so different to use? Well, to really get it, you have to understand its core philosophy. It's not just about what the language can do, it's about how it does it.
This right here is one of the first things you'll notice. It's sometimes called the offside rule. In plain English, it just means that how your code looks, the way it's indented, isn't just for show. It's literally how the language understands the logic of your program. Being neat is built right into the rules.
And you can really see the difference here, can't you? Look at the Python code on the left. It's so clean, almost like reading a sentence. That indent clearly shows that the print command belongs inside the if block. Now compare that to the example on the right, with all the extra parentheses, curly braces, and semicolons. Python is just designed from the ground up to be readable.
Beyond just being easy to read, Python is also famous for being a powerful glue language. What that means is it's fantastic at connecting different, often really complicated systems together. You can think of it like a universal adapter that lets parts written in, say, C++ talk to other parts and work together perfectly.
Okay, so we know why Python is so great, but what's the best way to actually learn it? For that, we went straight to the source, advice from the coding community itself. I mean, who knows better than the people who've already done it?
This is probably the #1 piece of advice you will ever hear. It is so easy to get trapped in what people call tutorial hell, where you watch video after video and feel like you're learning, but you can't actually build anything on your own. The key is to break that cycle and just start making something.
And that leads right into this next point. To keep from getting stuck, you need a goal. Having a personal project, something that you are excited to create, is the fuel that will keep you motivated and push you to actually apply what you're learning.
So, you can see that even though these paths might look a little different, they all have one crucial thing in common. You have to be actively coding. Whether you're a just build it type, or you prefer a structured course, or you follow this simple loop, the secret is always the same. You write code, you get stuck, and you figure out how to fix it. That's it. That's where the real learning happens.
So, once you start writing code that actually works, what's the next step? It's learning to write code that's clean, professional, and easy for others to read. And in the Python world, that means learning the official style guide.
And this is it, PEP 8. The best way to think about it is as the official book of etiquette for Python programmers. It's a set of rules for how to format your code so that it's consistent and easy for anyone to understand. When people talk about writing Pythonic code, this is what they mean. Here is a perfect, simple example of that idea. PEP 8 is very clear. Import statements should each be on their own line. It might seem like a tiny detail, but it means anyone can glance at your code and immediately see all the tools you're using. And it goes even deeper. PEP 8 also tells you the order for your imports. You group them logically. First, Python's built-in libraries, then any third-party ones you installed, and finally, your own project's code. It just creates a super clean and predictable structure in every file. And the guide gets really specific, right down to the tiny details like white space. When you're assigning a default value in a function, there shouldn't be any spaces around the equals sign. It's another small rule that just keeps the code looking consistent and free of clutter.
So, at the end of the day, PEP 8 isn't just a list of random rules. It's all about sticking to Python's core philosophy. The goal, always, is to write code that is clean, clear, and easy for other people, and you, 6 months from now, to read and understand.
And all of this brings us to the big question, right? Where can these skills actually take you? Let's connect the dots and see how learning Python can turn into a real profession.
Well, the hard data speaks for itself. Python skills lead directly to high demand and really well-paying jobs. I mean, whether you want to be a software engineer, a data scientist, or jump into the cutting-edge world of machine learning, Python is a skill that opens those doors.
And what's amazing is just how broad the applications are. Python is not a one-trick pony. It's essential for data analysis, it's the king of AI, it's a major player in web development, and it's the go-to for automating tasks. That versatility is exactly what makes it such a valuable skill to have.
So, there you have it. We've walked through why Python is so popular, what makes it tick, and how you can actually start learning it the right way. We've even seen where it can take you in your career. The only question left is the one right there on the screen. What problem are you going to solve first?